It's Patrick Hutzel from IntensiveCareHotline.com, where we instantly improve the lives for families of critically ill patients in intensive care so that you can make informed decisions, have peace of mind, real power, real control, and so that you can influence decision making fast, even if you're not a doctor or a nurse in intensive care. This is another episode of Your Questions Answered. And in last week's episode, I answered another question from our readers. And the question last week was, my 68-year-old mother is in ICU with gastric perforation and she's not waking up after the surgery. Will she need a tracheostomy? And that was part 2 of this series of questions. You can check out last week's episode by clicking on the link below this video. In this week's episode of Your Questions Answered, I want to feature another case study with one of our clients. The case study this week is, my brother is in intensive care after stroke and cardiac arrest. He's off the ventilator now. Will he get out of ICU alive? This is another great case study where Linda, a concerned sister, wants to find out if her brother is going to be okay after a lengthy and difficult stay in intensive care, where I can provide some insights and reassurance. We talk about the impact of cardiac arrest and also why BiPAP ventilation might be enough to get her brother out of ICU alive. This is an excerpt from a one-on-one phone counseling and consulting session with me. And you can check it out for yourself if you're scrolling down below this video, and you can read the one-on-one counseling and consulting session. If you are watching this on YouTube, click on the link below the video that gets you to our website, and you can read the case study there and find out whether Linda's brother is going to be good enough to get out of intensive care alive or not. You can see all the details that we talk about, especially when it comes to stroke and cardiac arrest in intensive care. And you will find out if Linda's brother is going to be okay or not. So go and check out the case study. And also want to know, if you want to know how you can become the best advocate for your critically ill loved one, make informed decisions, get peace of mind, control, power, and influence quickly whilst your loved one is critically ill in intensive care. Well, you get to that all-important feeling of making informed decisions, get peace of mind, control, power, and influence when you download your free instant impact report now by entering your email below. In your free instant impact report, you learn quickly how to make informed decisions, get peace of mind, real power, and real control, and how you can influence decision making fast whilst your loved one is critically ill in intensive care. Your free instant impact report gives you in-depth insight that you must know whilst your loved one is critically ill or is even dying in intensive care. Sign up and download your free instant impact report now by entering your email below. In your free instant impact report, you learn how to speak the secret intensive care language so that the doctors and the nurses know straight away that you are an insider and that you know and understand what's really happening in intensive care. In your free report, you will also discover how to ask the doctors and the nurses the right questions, discover the many competing interests in intensive care and how your critically ill loved one's treatment may depend on those competing interests. How to eliminate fear, frustration, stress, struggle, and vulnerability, even if your loved one is dying. You get 5 mind-blowing tips and strategies helping you to get on the right path to making informed decisions, get peace of mind, control, power, and influence in your situation. You'll get real-world examples that you can easily adapt to your and your critically ill loved one's situation. How to stop being intimidated by the intensive care team and how you will be seen as equals. You'll get crucial behind the scenes insight so that you know and understand what's really happening in intensive care and how you need to manage doctors and nurses in intensive care, and it's not what you think. Thank you for tuning into this week's Your Questions Answered episode, and I'll see you again next week in another update. Make sure you also check out our blog section for more tips and strategies, or simply send me an email to support@intensivecarehotline.com with your questions. Or you can call me, find international phone numbers on our contacts tab. Also, check out our ebook section where you get more ebooks, videos, and audio recordings, and where you can also get one-on-one counseling and consulting with me via Skype, over the phone, or via email by clicking on the products tab. This is Patrick Hutzel from intensivecarehotline.com, and I'll see you again next week in another update.